I'm Dr. Alan Shackelford. What you will see in this brief presentation is remarkable. It's unlike anything that I, in my 30 years of medical practice, have experienced, and it's based on medical marijuana. You may have preconceived notions about what that means, but please watch the next few minutes with an open mind. I think you'll be astonished at what you learn.
So Charlotte has Dravet syndrome. It's a severe pediatric epilepsy. The seizures when they start with Dravet are status. They don't stop on their own, so they're 20 minutes or 30 minutes or longer. I think her first one was about a half hour. Every seizure after that for 2.5 years was a status seizure, and some were 4 hours long, 2 hours long, and you know, at that point she's intubated in the ER, in the pediatric ICU, and medicine doesn't stop them. So that's we went through that for about 2.5 years. We got diagnosed at 2.5 years old. A few times her heart has stopped during these using these drugs, and I've done CPR on her, and a couple of those times, you know, I just sort of let go of the fact that just to keep trying with her, and I said my goodbyes to her, and as I'm doing CPR on her or in the hospital, kind of prepared myself for the worst. And she's still here, but she's been through a lot to get to this point. The doctor, you know, she heard her history of seizures at that time and said, we have to pull her last med that she was on. Her exact words, we have reached the end of the line with medical options for Charlotte. And I don't know what to tell you, there's really nothing else we can do. And that's when we met the Stanleys, and that's when we got started on the CBD. After 6 months of, I really didn't think she would survive the seizures, at 300 seizures a week, roughly, of, you know, grand mal tonic-clonic seizures a week. Just to put in light what 300 a week is, it's about 4 an hour. It's one seizure every 15 minutes. So, you know, sometimes it was every 5 minutes. It just never stopped. And so to see her seizure-free for 7 days, she went 7 days instantly. And we've been on it 9 months, and from that 300 seizures a week, she now has 0 to 1 tonic-clonic a week. And so it's greater than 99% seizure reduction. And it's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. To think that she wasn't going to survive, and look at her now, she has a life. During that time, she lost the ability to walk, talk, eat, and really just, you know, participate in life at all. She couldn't do anything. She just sort of lied in my arms, catatonic. And I thought that was it. There just wasn't a life for a person. But here we are. Ballerina. I was looking around for, you know, whatever I could find at any dispensary. I met the Stanleys, and they started growing a strain with the highest CBD we've found in the world. And they named it after Charlotte. For our success, they named it Charlotte's Web, and that's what we've been using since, for the last 8 months.
This particular plant has 0.5% THC and 17% CBD, or cannabidiol, the non-psychoactive ingredient. This plant is so important. The CBD is literally stopping the progression of epilepsy. This plant right here is called Charlotte's Web, after our favorite little precious Dravet syndrome patient named Charlotte. And this is the reason we've spent 2 years developing this plant, and the world doesn't know about this yet. We are able to treat Charlotte through doctor-approved channels with no psychoactive effect for Charlotte or any of the patients that are able to take this CBD plant. That's why we call this the future of medical marijuana.
I know that seems silly, but
a lot of people think when we tell them what we're giving our daughter, their first reaction is, well, is she getting high? And no, that's not part of it at all. That's a common misconception.
There's no psychoactive side effect. It's non-psychotropic. So, but the CBD does seem to have other side effects that have been amazing, actually.
Behaviorally, it's helped her appetite, and I can't think of any possible negative side effect that it has had. She's just experienced a better quality of life all the way around because of it.
that's right.
Woohoo! Yeah!
To be able to control seizures the way that this evidently is able to do in a condition which results in absolute uncontrolled seizure activity is unprecedented.
Because of this medicine and these high CBD plants, we have our daughter back. We have a life back. She has her life back.